3 spots, 3 opportunities to represent Team USA in Tokyo at the conclusion of this 3,000-meter steeplechase. Now look at Courtney Frerichs in the red and white. She gets out very quickly. Conversely, Emma Coburn is second to last. Now, Emma said after watching the heat of this event where she saw Courtney Frerichs go down, that forced her. She made a kind of a quick decision to say, right, I'm going to go to the front. I don't want to get caught up in all of that. I don't want to get tagged or tripped. However, this time we see Emma right at the back.
We see her at the back here. She's so confident that she knows what she needs to do to get through. Of course, as spectators, this is a little nerve-wracking as she's jumping over this first barrier blind, but she gets through it no problem. I expect we'll see her working her way up. But we see at the front Courtney Frerichs and Leah Fallon, who ran such a great prelim, and she really was right on Coburn the entire time in that prelim, running one of the best times she's run in years to get through to this final right now.
All in blue on the far left there. That is Michaela Norris, collegiate star.
She just started running the steeplechase this year, and she was the NCAA steeplechase champion. She stands 4 feet 11 inches tall, and she has so much power to get over those barriers and to jump out on the water pit. You know, one of the things that sets Frerichs and Coburn apart is their incredibly good form over the barriers, and we will have to look the next time they go over the water jump just how far they jump out of the pit. They don't land, you know, in the deep end. They land so far out, their feet barely get wet, and they both have incredible and impeccable form over the barriers.
The Olympic standard, you must be in the top 3 and also have the Olympic standard. And that Olympic standard is 9 minutes 30 even. Now, as you see Emma Coburn there, black top, red bottoms. She now is mid-pack after starting right at the back, very carefully being the architect of a clever race here. So do you see, because we always talk about that very difficult and elusive 9-minute mark, do you see the Frerichs or Emma Coburn going for that? What is your feeling about this?
I think right now they both are wanting to qualify for the Olympic team. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to do anything that might jeopardize that. We'll have to see later in the race if that becomes a reality. At this point, I think they're just trying to run clean races and get through. Now watch Frerichs as she comes over this water barrier right now. See how far she lands out, and she just is so strong on her landing. There's no bobble in her body. She's immediately going forward to her next stride. And that's really what sets her and Coburn apart, is their incredible water jumps and their incredible hurdling technique.
Leah Fallon running well. There is Emma Coburn, nicely placed within the top half dozen or so. Wilson continues to lead. You won't miss a thing. We'll go non-stop. We'll come back and finish it off and see who's going to Tokyo. Inside the final 4 laps here at Hayward Field, and the American record holder in this event, Courtney Frerichs of the Bowerman Track Club, leads the way, and she leads the way over Marissa Howard. Now, Marissa was the last athlete to qualify for this final on time, and here she is running up inside the top 4. Emma Coburn now second.
Watch over the water jump. See how all the momentum just keeps going through there. Now, Emma has worked her way up. We're used to seeing her go in front and sort of set the pace for everyone. I have to think that at this point, she's working on her tactics. She's thinking down the road. She's thinking, I need to be able to kick. I need to be able to close that last kilometer like the best in the world. And she's moved herself into second place right now, but she seems content to sit there and let Frerichs do the work. Just be comfortable behind her and ride that train. She doesn't normally get that opportunity on U.S. soil. And we see Fallon is saying, this is real. If Frerichs is going and Coburn's going with it, I have to get on the back of them if I have a shot at making this Olympic team. And the pace has quickened substantially. They just ran a 72nd lap down from a 76. So this is where the race begins. This is where things are going to start getting exciting. The pace is going to keep cranking, and we'll see who's able to withstand that.
Leah Fallon on your left there, competed in the 2016 trials. She has a look up at the board to see who is where, and she finished a distant 14th 5 years ago. She is in the mix right now.
She has worked so hard, overcoming just obstacle after obstacle to give herself a chance to make an Olympic team. And this is interesting. We see Courtney Frerichs kind of looking around. She's looking up at the screen. She's like, who's still with me? And Emma is just sitting. She's just waiting, just stalking Courtney. And she's just waiting for the time where she feels it's right to make a move. But Leah Fallon is on that pack. She is not going to let them go. She knows these are the women I have to run with if I'm going to make an Olympic team.
And with 2 laps to go, there's a clear breakaway within the top 3 in the race. Leah Fallon goes down. Marissa Howard picks up that 3rd spot. Let's see if Fallon can regroup.
Fallon has to be calm right now. She is in such great shape. She is definitely one of the favorites to make this team. She needs to keep her composure, not get upset, take the emotion out of it, and just focus on working her way back up to the top 2.
She was able to get up quickly and rebound. And from right at the back of the pack on lap 1, with less than a lap and a half to go, Emma Coburn takes the lead of this race.
This is what Emma Coburn has been working for. This is why she's been doing longer mileage and stretching out her long runs. Look at how quick she is out of the water pit. This is what she's been training for. She knows she needs, with a lap to go in Tokyo, to have a huge finish if she wants to be on that podium. And this is what she's been training for in the last 2 years. She and her coach and husband, Joe Bossard, have increased the long runs. They've done longer mile repeats. They've added repeats to everything they do for this moment right now to be able to stretch it out and turn on the gears when it matters most.
Lives her life at high altitude. So when she comes to sea level, look out. And away goes Emma Coburn with 1 lap to go. The race is on for 3rd. Leah Fallon is in 4th at the moment. She's in a pretty fierce fight. Val Constine is there. Marissa Howard, it's going to be gripping for that 3rd and final spot. There's Fallon. She's fighting Val.
Val Constine is in such good shape. She has her sights set on this team as well. That is going to be an epic battle for that 3rd spot. But we look ahead and we see Coburn. She is just turning it on now. You know, again, she always looks so calm in the face. She almost looks bored. But you can see by her body language, she is really turning it on. And she pops out of that water pit for the last time. And now all she has is the final stretch here.
The run to home. Emma Coburn, Courtney Frerichs. It's Emma's race. The 9-minute mark, it's going to come and go, but that doesn't matter. Emma Coburn is on her way to Tokyo to represent Team USA in another Olympics, and so too is Courtney Frerichs. Emma Coburn wins the women's 3,000 steeplechase. Courtney Frerichs 2nd, and it's going to be Val Constine who gets that 3rd spot. Spare a thought for Leah Fallon, who fell with just a couple of laps to go. And all 3 have, of course, the Olympic standard qualifying time already achieved. They're going to Tokyo.
Emma Coburn ran such a brilliant race. She's working on her tactics. She shatters the trials record with that run.
And they sure are. Emma, you just had a big hug with your family. What are some of the exchanges you had as you stand here as Olympic trial champion going back to the games?
All of us competing here had a challenging last year and a half. My family had some more challenges with my mom's diagnosis of stage 4 cancer, so to share this with her and have her be well, it's more special than winning today and going to Tokyo. Sharing this with my mom is everything.
Very special, and we're glad to see that she was able to be here and join us with you. Courtney, you were right there leading the way most of the race.
Yeah.
Despite the 2nd, you're headed back to the games again. Your thoughts?
I am. I'm so excited. You know, to make 1 Olympic team is amazing. To make 2, it's just an absolute dream come true. You know, I just tried to run as tough as I could and, you know, really show up for Shelby, who it's been really hard that she's not here. We've made every team together, so I'm going to try and be really strong for her this year.
All righty. And Val, your face says this steeplechase race is hard, but it's still sweet because you're 3rd. A Pac-12 champion in 19, now you're an Olympian. What do you think?
It's unbelievable. I mean, a couple weeks ago I woke up and said, I might be able to do it. So it's really cool to see it happen. I'm really tired though.
I can only imagine. But congratulations, headed to the games.
Thank you.